Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Gladius Relics of War. And if you have seen the last couple of episodes, on one hand we had a tiny little engagement with the Lord of Scouts, where we learned that this guy, which I said, one of you posted it in the comments, which I already knew, this guy disappeared after a couple of rounds, and I engaged him probably, despite my better knowing, before he was, shortly before he was actually retreating. So we only had a couple of turns there, I think 2 or 1, and he, with that, even killed a predator tank and a vindicator, which of course is not really nice, really not really nice. So the big question is, what are we going to do? The best part would be if we would have some flyers to scout or some bikes. I actually would like to engage the Astra Militarium. I don't care right now about the orcs, but I do not know whether it's the smartest moves to do it right now. Why not, actually? And I think I'll do it even a little bit differently. I think I will go through here, right there. Not the problem, but engaging from here was, I would say, a bad idea, because of course we were right in the crossfire of the orcs and the Astra Militarium, which was not a really good choice. I'm honestly a little bit afraid there, because what you may have seen is that the flying units the Astra Militarium actually has are quite intense. They are heavily armored, that's really bad for us, and they do a little bit of damage. I'm not too afraid about the Lehman Russes, because I think right now we are at the point with our Predator tanks having the heavy bolters like the Lehman Russes in the Spuses, so that should be just fine for us. But let's see. So retreating all of our units and then trying to engage the enemy again. I will try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to avoid the Lord of Scouts so far. That's my plan here. If it actually goes wrong, then you know, guys, then so be it. We can't change it then. So let's build a nice little battle formation right there. As I said, maybe it's just, it could of course be my stupidity. That is always a big reason, but I need to be careful with the pathfinding here, because once, of course, units can block away. If they're on their way and they're blocking this course, of course, if I put another unit right there, they go around. So there I need to catch up right now and be more careful, ignoring the little fog of, what is it, the acid or the wire reed. I don't want to go through there, that is for bloody certain. And what I will do, I will actually deploy a fortress down here. Yeah, it's just an outpost. Oh crap, I should have taken the leaves there. Anyhow, that's not the point right now. Can I produce? Okay, we have Terminators, which are going to be reproduced. Orbital relay. So we could construct something, but I will just acquire another tile for now. Where do we go? Where do we go? Let's include that one. Although I guess we have enough being built. Ending the turn. I look forward to a couple of things. One being having the let's first of all skip, then we will do the orders we need to execute, and I will then do the rest of my movement like so. I know I could let all of them be executed and queued up, but honestly, I do not trust in that anymore. What did I want to say? I already forgot what I wanted to point out there. We are definitely, one thing I know, we will not attack before we have the Storm Raven gunship. Sadly, we are not going to have 2 before we will attack the Astra Militarium. If we are lucky, if we are a tiny bit lucky, the Orcs and the Astra Militarium are in between, going to not kill themselves, but put themselves into trouble, so we have it a little bit easier. Although I have to say, I have to tell you, I am by far not certain whether the force we have accumulated by now is going to be enough to break the Astra Militarium. I will try and I will hope, but we will see. What I would like to have, I'm certain I said that already in one of the other episodes. I would like, in Heroes of Might and Magic, you had something like you had a guild where I think you could see how big your forces or your army, or you had you could see who had the biggest force. That was quite cool. I think that was included into Civilization as well. If I'm wrong, of course, correct me, guys. That is something I am missing here, and of course it would be so nice if you could be sure. I mean, okay, it of course would take away a little bit of excitement, of course. We for now do not know whether we have the bigger army or not, but honestly I am quite certain there. So there we have a Storm Raven, but compared, I'm still having a feeling it is not as heavily armored as the Talon there of the Astra Militarium. But anyhow, what shall we do? So slowly advance, and the important part, although I think it is not as important, it would be of course great if you could attack with all your forces combined, but it is so hard to bring every unit into firing. So that is the hard part in when you attack the enemies, but it is going to be good, I think, with the forces we have at our disposal. If you think about it, this should actually be nearly, and I'm not now talking about vehicles. If you don't think about vehicles, we should have quite the company available at our disposal, which I think is a rare sight in the 40k universe. So we take a little look here. Terminals are being built, Storm Ravens. Okay, fair enough. The good part is the Hurricane Bolters are going to be included as well, and I'm want to see how far it is increasing his attack power. Where is it? Actions 1. Okay, it's not being displayed right here, but anyhow. Alright, ending our turn. And now we will begin to take over some outposts of the Astra Militarium. So the AI seems to be thinking a little bit there. So we just slowly advance right here. I now need to be, I think, careful, because as you can see, the forces go or advance quite differently. Some are very fast, others not, and I don't want to have 1 unit or 2 units ahead, which can be in one turn, of course, dismantled by the enemy force. That is something I do not want. Okay, going on, going on, going on, going on. Come on. Alright. So good that the Lehman Ross here is coming as well. You of course go on, and that should be it for now. Ending our turn then. Wondering when we are going to engage the first Astra Militarum forces here. Still, I am not too certain where actually the main city of the Astra Militarum is. I'm wondering, we haven't seen any outposts we have seen, but we haven't seen anything like with the Space Marines, with the Fortresses of Redemption. Am I right there? Are they called like that? Let's take a quick look. Yes, like the Fortresses of Redemption, we haven't seen that of the Astra Militarum. I do not know what different kind of city those guys have, because I haven't played them yet. So actually I'm quite curious there, but we will soonish find out, I guess. Yeah, so much to that. You fly ahead, you as well. So we have another tile acquired, so we are going to order the city and use the orbital relay if we can. What could we need? I could use some more influence, so let's build an Assimilitarium, and I will build it. Okay, these are not the correct tiles for that, but anyhow, put one down there. Exiting the city, clearing the notification, ending our turn. I expect, to be honest, of course I do not know whether this episode is nearing its end, so I of course do not know whether we are going to engage the Astra Militarum in this round, but I tell you, I am certain that it is not going to take too long until we are going to engage them, I guess, because there is not too much fog of war right here, so that should be fair enough. Alright, mobile support we have as well, that is quite nice. Captain or champion moves forward, captain is this, right? Alright, tacticals. I am still a little bit in love with the tactical marines, I have to tell you. I think, of course, if you in masters they have potential, although with all them flyers they don't seem as good. What I by now do not know which units counter which other unit, if even such things are in the game, but I suppose so. So we can do one more turn here. And I suppose the Astra Militarum is going to be in the middle here. I just can guess, of course I do not know. So you capture the point. It doesn't really matter, but well, why not? These units are scouting ahead here. It of course could... Okay, I will move them then through there. So let's move them like so. So as I said, that is definitely going to be the last turn for this episode. And then... that is, in me at least, there's always so much excitement coming up if you advance and give it to the turn to the enemy, and you do not know, everything can happen. They can come from every corner, and that is so nice to see then what actually happens. And most times you just, you know, nothing happens and you are a tiny little bit not embarrassed, but I can't find the word for now, guys. But anyhow, still, that brings us to the end of this episode. As usual, I really thank you for watching. I hope we will, of course, engage the Astra Militarum very soonish, because I would consider them a greater threat than the orcs. So let's find out in the next episode. For now, I really thank you for watching. If you actually have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day. Stay frosty. Bye.